There was a poster review advertising ENO which caught the eye of a record company.
Oh, yes.
And led to a recording career.
It was a brilliant campaign, and I was very excited by it. And it was the first photo shoot I'd ever done. And it was when I discovered, A, how much I enjoyed creating imagery, and B, how powerful that can be. What a tool it is to enable people to come to the opera. After I'd done the poster campaign, a small independent opera label called Silver Screen Records saw the poster, and I got a contract with that company and made a series of records which has changed my life.
That's what I want. Good girl. Very sexy. Good. Head right down, good. Good. On your knees.
Oh!
On my knees?
Oh, I thought you meant me. One of the things that ENO's given me is an understanding of promotion.
Just tilt your head over this way, so I don't want any crease in your neck. Lovely. Beautiful.
And it's in its infancy in the opera world, because, you know, it's a dirty word in artistic circles. But advertising, promotion, publicity, we have to embrace it.
Really nice. There's not too much stuff in her hair, is there?
No. Where's the wind machine? Oh, yes. These are the tools of the 20th and 21st centuries.
Yes. Good. Let's have a little bit of...
With classical music marketing, how do you really tease out something that makes it very special? That's where the role of the artist is becoming increasingly important. And that's why someone like Lesley, who's an absolutely superb artist to work with, because she absolutely understands the need to reach out to her audience.
It self-evidently isn't what one would call a great voice in the sense that Callas's voice was a great voice, or Victoria de Los Angeles' voice was a great voice. But, as I've said, she has always sung within her means. She knows what she's capable of, and I think that she deserves credit, actually, for having, you know, made a career in the Opera House, and she's also gone out and been resourceful and enterprising, and actually made some very successful records.
I think there's a danger, certainly in the classical end of the industry, for those two constituencies not to live together very happily. You can either be one or you can be the other. You are not allowed to be both, because the one is about hype, and therefore you know, the sort of integrity of the musician is perhaps questionable. The other is that the integrity is absolutely intact, but the audience isn't there.
I think what she does on television and through her records is enormously valuable from that point of view. Over recent years, I think it's been a pity that she hasn't appeared in opera as much as I'd like. What she did The Merry Widow last year, we've got The Barber of Seville coming up. So that's sort of 2 shows in 2 years. I don't think it's enough. I wish she had time for more. But what she's doing, for heaven's sake, is equally important.
I think you patronise your audience at your peril. You try and tell them what's good for them absolutely at your peril. I wouldn't know how to do that. And I think that's where I come from. And I sing the music that I know the people I mix with like listening to. And that's the simple formula.
Hello,
Henry. How are you?
Hello, Marshall. Get going, get a kiss. Yeah, all right. And what you got there?
Oh, it's my little list. It's Brian's list.
He's got a little list.
Now, we were just starting to talk. Songs for Lesley. Good title.
Did you hear? No, you wouldn't say it. Because it was about
I'm waiting for your suggestion. Hang on, how does this Falling in Love one go?
Falling in love with love.
He's falling
for make-believe.
Oh, yes, I like that.
Falling in love with love is playing the fool.
My record company, BMG, they've no idea how I come up with the titles, you see, and that's how I do my market research.
Without a song.
Oh, yes, I. Which basically means going home and down the pub with my dad and talking to people and saying, what should I do next then? I often feel, you know, I owe more to Gracie Fields than Maria Callas. I really do. Part of being a sort of singer I am is a gregariousness. I get this from my dad. It's just a need to entertain people, to give people a good time. simple people, you know, opera singers.
How would you describe yourself, Anne? If you're saying what sort of singer were you, what would you say?
I'd say I'm an everyday person's opera singer. Yes, I'm an everyday person's opera singer. Because I think opera should be part of every day.
My girl's a Yorkshire girl, Yorkshire through and through. My girl's a Yorkshire girl, if I go she's a champion. Oh, she's a factory girl and wears no fancy clothes. I've a bit of a Yorkshire relish for my little Yorkshire rose. Hey! My girl's a Yorkshire girl, Yorkshire through and through. My girl's a Yorkshire girl, if I come she's a champion.
Next, a different perspective on religion in Sunday Night.
And wears no fancy clothes.